Alright, so someone has pitched to you the idea of selling on Amazon FBA, and from what you've heard, it's a great business model, and there are people just like you and me making a ridiculous amount of money from the comfort of their home. But now the question is, how are these people doing it? Did they get lucky, or are they implementing a strategy that has been proven to work? Hey, what is up guys, it's Nush here, and today we're going to be talking about Amazon FBA and why it is such a great opportunity for you guys to make some money. This guide is going to be completely beginner friendly, and I'm not going to be talking about Amazon FBA too much in detail. This is basically an overview of what selling on Amazon is like. So if you're a beginner, this is the perfect video for you. Now, quick note, I'm not trying to sell you anything here. There's no courses, no pitches, no links to go buy a $1,000 course. This is simply just me sharing my knowledge with you about Amazon FBA. And I've been selling on Amazon for about a year now, and I have a great mentor. His name is Trevin Peterson. He's a 7-figure Amazon FBA seller, and he has helped me out tremendously. I'll go ahead and link his channel in the description in case you want to check him out. So enough talking guys, I want you to grab something that you can take notes with, because we're going to cover quite a bit of information and I don't want you guys to miss anything important. So with that being said, these are the points that we're going to be talking about in this video. What is Amazon FBA and how does it work? How to look for a profitable product that sells, and specific tools you'll need in order to make product research easier. How to find suppliers and the importance of getting samples. How shipping works and how to get it overseas to the States. The importance of creating a quality listing. How to launch your product. And the last point is, how do you get paid? Make sure you guys leave a like and a comment so I can see what you guys thought about the video. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm so this video can be pushed and be seen by others. Alright guys, let's get right into it. The first point is, what is Amazon FBA and how does it work? FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. This means that Amazon will take your product and ship it to your customer. The benefit of using FBA is that the customer will get the Amazon Prime benefits and get their product sooner than if you fulfill the product yourself. That is a big deal because if you're like myself, I don't like waiting for things that I buy online. I want it as soon as possible, and Amazon is great at delivering that service. So now let's talk about how does Amazon FBA work. First, you have to find and source a profitable product. Then you're going to take that product and ship it to an Amazon warehouse. From there, Amazon will store your product, and once your customers start buying your product, Amazon will take care of the fulfillment. Now you might be asking yourself, well, this must be an expensive service, and I'm here to tell you that it's really not. Amazon offers an individual plan and a professional plan. The individual plan costs 99 cents per unit sold, and the professional plan charges a $39.99 monthly fee no matter how many units you sell. You guys are going to want to choose the professional plan. The professional plan is going to allow you to advertise your products, qualify for top placements on your product detail pages, which that is one of the main goals, to be shown organically by Amazon so you don't have to spend a lot of money on advertising. And let's be real here guys, when you guys are searching for a product to buy on Amazon, you don't go beyond page 1 of the search results. And I'm going to hit you guys with some numbers real quick because numbers don't lie. Studies show that products on the first page get at least 80% of all the clicks, and just 30% of shoppers go beyond page 1 of the search results. So being on that first page of your product's main keywords is completely game changing. Another cost associated with Amazon is referral fees. The referral fee just means that you, the seller, will pay Amazon a percentage for every item you sell. This percentage varies depending on the category you're selling in. For example, if you want to sell in the kitchen category and I want to sell in the sports and fitness category, then we're going to have a different fee. Another fee is the FBA fulfillment fee. These fees are based on the weights and the dimensions of your product. This fee also includes picking and packing your orders, shipping and handling, customer service, and product returns. Last but not least, we have the Amazon FBA storage fees. These fees are charged monthly, and it's based on the daily average volume for the space your inventory occupies in the Amazon fulfillment centers. I'm going to leave links in the description so you guys can get a better understanding on how these fees work. And don't be scared of these fees. Most of the fees will be paid inside the margins of the products that you're going to be selling. To give you guys a real life example, I'm selling a product for $29.99. Amazon charges me a $10.18 fee, which includes the referral fee and the FBA fee. Now that leaves me with $19.81. Now I subtract that number by 6, which is the cost of my product landed at the fulfillment centers, and I'm left with a $13.81 net profit, which is equivalent to a 46% profit. Obviously, there are some other fees involved, like the professional plan fee, the software fees, the FBA storage fee, and advertising costs. So if I would include all those fees, I'm looking at a net profit of around 32%, which I'm completely happy about. And that is something that you guys should aim for, 30% or higher on your net profit margin. The next point that we are going to cover is how to find a profitable product that sells. For this part, you're going to need a software. It's going to be nearly impossible to find a good product without analyzing the market and seeing how your competitors are doing. You want to see how how your competitors are ranking, you want to see on what keywords they're ranking, and you want to see what they're doing wrong. The best software I've come across is Helium 10. Helium 10 will give you guys everything you need to grow your Amazon business. One of my favorite product research tools inside of the Helium 10 software is Blackbox. Blackbox will allow you guys to use advanced filters, and you can search for a product based on product category, estimated monthly sales, revenue, price, weight, review rating, number of images, amount of sellers, and the list goes on. Well, now you might be asking yourself, well, Nesh, what makes a product good? On Amazon, you can't just sell something that you think is good. You want to be sure it's good. And like I said before, numbers don't lie. So I want you guys to ask yourself these questions when you're doing your product research. Is the product in demand? Does the product have low or high competition? What is the average revenue? What are my profit margins? And how can I be different? This is why it's so crucial to have a software tool like Helium 10, because there's absolutely no way you can find that information on your own. I was actually able to partner with Helium 10 and get you guys a discount. If you guys use the coupon code AllStars50, you can get 50% off your first month, or use the code AllStars10 to get 10% off every single month. I'm going to be making a more in-depth product research video in the near future, so make sure you guys hit that bell notification icon so you can be notified when I post a new video. So this PDF you guys see on screen will be down in the description, and it basically just gives you guys an idea of the numbers you should be looking for when doing product research. For example, your average revenue, you don't want it to be too high. Try to stick within the $5,000 to $30,000 mark. For your average reviews, you don't want it to exceed 150 reviews, because that would mean that there is a lot of competition and it's going to be harder to compete with these sellers. Like I said before, I don't want to go too much in detail because I don't want to confuse some of you. So I'll be making a whole different video on product research. But to the people that want to look over it, it'll be right there in the description. Keep in mind, guys, you don't have to follow these numbers exactly, but it'll give you an idea of what you want to look for. With this being said, let's jump right into our next point, which is how to find suppliers and the importance of getting samples. The reality is you can find a supplier anywhere. You could be here in the United States or in China or somewhere overseas. A great place that I like to source my products is through Alibaba.com. You can literally find any product you want in the site. In fact, many of the products you buy on Amazon are sourced through this site. A great thing about using Alibaba is that many of the suppliers will take care of all the shipping requirements you need in order to get it to an Amazon warehouse. You're also going to be able to get samples from your suppliers, and this step is so important because you're seeing what your customers will see. There will be no surprises. You're seeing the product firsthand, and you're going to be able to tell if you need to add something to the product or if it's just perfect and you can make your bulk order. A lot of sellers skip this step, and what ends up happening is that they do the bulk order first without getting the sample, and they start selling on Amazon and they get the first couple reviews and they're terrible because the product is effective. And now the seller is stuck with all this defective inventory and they don't know what to do. My advice is to invest a little bit of money in getting samples and avoid yourself that hectic problem that many sellers face. The fourth point is how shipping works and how to get it overseas to the States. So for shipping, you guys are going to have two options: air shipping or sea shipping. Air shipping is going to cost you more and it might hurt your profit margins, but you'll get the product quicker. Sea shipping will cost you less and it might help increase your profit margins, but it takes longer to be delivered. I personally use sea shipping because it's cheaper and I buy in larger quantities, but if you have low inventory and you need to restock as soon as possible, then I would definitely recommend using air shipping. It is extremely important to stay in stock, because if you don't, you will stop selling and you will lose your rank on your product's keyword. And remember, you want to stay on the first page. When you guys order your products, either if it's by air or sea shipping, you're going to want to ask your supplier to do door-to-door shipping. This means that they will take care of getting it directly to the Amazon warehouse. And if you guys don't do this, then you will have to personally look for a freight forwarder and get custom clearance and all this procedure that you have to go through just to get your product overseas. Most suppliers on Alibaba do door-to-door shipping, and it's a little bit more of an expense to your shipping costs, but this is something I strongly recommend you guys to do. The fifth point is the importance of creating a quality listing. So this is also a crucial point. This is what your customers are going to see before buying your product. This is your sales pitch. This is you telling them how good your product is and why they should choose you instead of your competitors. If you create a mediocre listing, then you're more than likely going to get mediocre results. You're going to want to have professional pictures, professional infographics, have a good product description and title, and just be as informative as you can. A great place to get this done is through Fiverr. You can source many services through this website and it's fairly cheap to do so. And if you're creative and you want to create your own infographics, for example, then you can use a site like Canva.com. So this leads us to our sixth point, which is how to launch your product. As a new seller, you need to get your name out there. And one good way to do that is by creating advertising campaigns inside the Amazon seller site. The way these campaigns work is that you will pay per click. This means that every time your product shows as sponsored and someone clicks on it, then you will be charged for that click, even if that click didn't produce you any sales. But that's why it's so important to create a quality listing so you can have a high conversion rate and people aren't just clicking off your product. You can create automatic campaigns where Amazon chooses for you on where to promote your product on their site, or you can do a manual campaign where you can choose what keywords or competitors to target. I personally use both. I let my automatic campaign run for about a week. Then I see what keywords are working and what keywords are not working. For the keywords that do work, I extract them and I use them for my manual campaign so I can be more aggressive towards it because I know that these keywords are working. For the keywords that don't work, I simply just block them and Amazon won't advertise my product on that keyword anymore. There's no specific way to create the perfect campaign. You will just have to see with time what works and what's not. The last point we're going to be talking about today is how do you get paid. This is very simple. Amazon will disperse your funds to your bank account every 1 or 2 weeks depending on your account type. Although if you're a new seller, you can expect at least 30 days before you receive your first payment from Amazon. So hey you guys, I hope you got a lot of value from this video. This was basically a step-by-step guide on how the system works with Amazon. Although this business can be a bit risky, the rewards you'll get are much bigger and you just have to keep grinding and not give up. It's not going to be easy, but it's not impossible. If I can do it, then so can you. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.